The man who predicted the 2008 financial crash is sounding the alarm again. This time, his target is artificial intelligence. Michael Burry, the investor made famous by The Big Short, says the AI boom is starting to look like the final months of the dot-com bubble right before it burst. And he's not alone. Wall Street banks are now openly comparing 2026 to 1999. Nvidia just dropped 6% in a week. The Nasdaq is sliding. So the question everyone is asking is simple. Is the AI bubble about to pop? Let's look at the actual evidence, both sides, and what it means for your money. First, let's understand what a bubble even is. A bubble is when the price of something rises far faster than its real, underlying value, driven by excitement and the fear of missing out. People stop asking what something is worth and start asking how high it can go. It happened with houses in 2008, it happened with internet stocks in 2000, and many people now worry it's happening with AI. So let's look at why they're worried. The first warning sign is the sheer amount of money being spent. Goldman Sachs estimates that companies will eventually pour $7 to $8 trillion into building AI infrastructure. That's trillion, with a T, data centers, chips, power plants. It's one of the largest spending booms in history. But here's the catch. For that spending to make sense, AI has to generate enormous new profits to pay for it. And so far, that part isn't showing up. That's the second warning sign. The returns are missing. A major study published earlier this year found that 90% of companies reported no real impact from AI on their productivity yet. 90%. Businesses are spending fortunes on AI, but most of them can't point to the money it's actually making them back. And that's the exact pattern you saw in the dot-com era. Huge investment, sky-high expectations, and profits that hadn't arrived. The third warning sign is the comparison the experts keep making. One major bank described this year as 1999 all over again. Back then, any company that added .com to its name saw its stock explode, whether it made money or not. Then reality hit, the bubble burst, and a huge number of those companies went to zero. When seasoned investors who lived through that start seeing the same behavior today, it's worth paying attention. But, and this is important, there is a strong argument on the other side, and if you only listen to the doom, you'll get the story wrong. Here's the bull case. Unlike the year 2000, the companies leading the AI boom today are not empty shells. They're some of the most profitable businesses in human history. Nvidia, Microsoft, Google. These aren't startups burning cash on a dream. They make real products with real customers, generating real billions in profit right now. In 2000, a lot of the hot companies had no profits at all. Today, the leaders are financial giants. So even if AI is overhyped in the short term, the foundation underneath it is far more solid than the dot-com era. The technology is also genuinely useful in a way many internet companies in 1999 simply were not. So which is it? Is this a dangerous bubble or the early stage of something huge? And here's the honest answer. It can be both. The internet absolutely changed the world, and it was also a massive bubble that wiped out trillions on the way there. Both things were true. The technology was real, and the stock prices got ahead of reality. AI could easily follow the same path, world-changing in the long run, dangerously overpriced in the short run. And that's the real lesson for you. The question isn't simply, is AI a bubble, yes or no? The smarter question is, are the prices being driven by actual profits or by a story about the future? Because a great technology and a great investment are not always the same thing at the same price. So here's your takeaway. 3 things to remember. First, separate the technology from the stock price. AI can be revolutionary and still be overpriced today. Don't confuse a good product with a good investment. Second, follow the profits, not the hype. When companies spend trillions but can't show the returns, that's a warning, not a guarantee. And third, be skeptical of anyone who's certain. The people screaming that it's all going to zero and the people promising it only goes up are both guessing. The truth usually lives in the messy middle. Nobody knows for sure if the AI bubble will pop next month, next year, or slowly deflate over time. But you don't need to predict the future to protect yourself. You just need to understand the difference between value and hype, and never let excitement do your thinking for you. If this helped you make sense of the chaos, subscribe. I break down the biggest money stories of the week in plain English, no jargon, no hype.